Okay, hello everybody and welcome to another driving video. And we are in Shiga Prefecture and Ryuo City on the Meishin Expressway going toward Tokyo on the Nobori side. And today we are headed to Taga, the Taga Service Area, which is rated in the top 3 best service areas in all of Japan. So you can see we have some really beautiful weather today, blue skies. And we are about 30 minutes away from the service area. So just sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. And this will mostly be out in the countryside. We are kind of in the northern section of Shiga Prefecture. Lots of rice fields and farming in this area. So enjoy the ride. So here in Japan, we are getting close to the Obon holidays, and the dates are a little bit different depending on what part of Japan you live in, but in general it's in the middle of August. Specifically August 15th would be maybe the most important day. But this is one of the big 3 vacation times for people in Japan. Definitely the number 1 would be the New Year's holidays, and maybe Obon might be number 2 actually, and then of course Golden Week in late April, early May. Those are the busiest times for traveling, for Japanese people to travel. So I don't think we're in Obon right now, but we're getting close, and so there might be a little bit more traffic than what you would normally see. A lot of people take some paid vacation days in addition to the Obon holidays to extend it and have an even longer break. So Obon is kind of it's very closely connected to ancestor worship, which is very important in Japanese culture. A lot of Japanese houses have an altar set up in dedication to the family members who have passed away. And it is believed that around this time in middle of August is the time that the spirits of the ancestors come back to earth, and so there are a lot of festivals and events to welcome back the spirits of the ancestors. A lot of families get together, do things, maybe go to the cemetery. And some cities have really big festivals. Probably the biggest in Japan is the Awa Odori in Tokushima City, in Tokushima Prefecture in Shikoku, and very big. And of course, we're still in the pandemic in 2021, so I'm sure it's canceled. So if you are planning a trip to Japan, especially in the summertime, depending depending on what you enjoy, but you might want to avoid the Obon holidays because places get super crowded. You need to make reservations very far in advance for hotels and other things. And of course the prices are more expensive, so if you can avoid traveling in the Obon holidays, might be cheaper and more enjoyable. Started this video in Ryuo City, and some nice scenery there. Ryuo City is famous for a outlet shopping center. It's a really big outlet shopping center. Yeah. But yeah, super big, and all the big name brands, and really cheap. I've been there a few times for shopping, and I would recommend it if you're in the area. Here on the left you can see some farming, some rice fields, and also Shiga Prefecture is famous for beef called Omi beef. And when we entered Ryuo City, there was a picture of a cow, so maybe the beef comes from this area, maybe. Of course, Shiga Prefecture is probably most famous for Lake Biwa, which is the largest lake in Japan. And that would be to the west of us, so we're kind of on the eastern side, the northeastern side of Shiga Prefecture. That sign said we are 19 kilometers from Hikone. And Hikone is a famous city. It's got a lot of tourism there because of the castle, Hikone Castle. And in Japan, a lot of the castles have been destroyed by earthquakes or fires and other things. But this castle in Hikone is the original. It's one of the few original castles that you can see. So it is a national treasure. And I definitely recommend it if you're in the area. Go to Hikone, and there's a kind of a old town nearby. There's a street with a lot of restaurants and souvenir shops. So it's a good day trip if you're staying in Kyoto or even Osaka. think there's also a Japanese garden next to the castle as well. And they have a mascot called Hikone. Yeah, Hikone. So you mix the word Hikone and nya, which is the sound that a cat makes, like meow in English. And so the mascot is a cat with kind of the armor that the warriors used to protect the castle. So Hikone is very popular with the children here in Japan. Really nice mountain scenery here. You can see the shadow of the cloud. It's very pretty. And a lot of foreign tourists, they just stick to the cities. And of course, the cities in Japan are really amazing. Very safe, clean, efficient, great public transportation. Everything you can need is in the cities. But I would recommend getting out into the countryside, seeing this side of Japan. Of course, you might need a car, but of course you can still take trains. You can get to Hikone by train. And just the train ride to get here is really, really nice. Two-thirds of Japan is covered by forest. So it's a side of Japan, the majority of Japan, the most foreign tourists maybe never see it. Probably most people go to Tokyo and then over to Kyoto. And yeah, those are two great cities and I highly recommend them. But if you take a train, try to take in some of the countryside along the way. Have a more well-rounded experience when you visit Japan. So there's the sign, the Taga Service Area. 9 kilometers. So as I said, we are going in the direction of Tokyo, which would be up, I guess. The upside. So Nobori. In Japanese, the Nobori-sen. And actually, I think we're going to turn around and come back on the Kudari side or the down side of this highway. Yes, monkeys. Watch out for monkeys. Yeah, as I said, we're in the countryside and the animals are wild. And sometimes they come down onto the highways. So yeah, we're gonna get on the other side of the highway and go to the service area on that side. And actually, you can see here we're coming up on a parking area. This is Aisho Town. And again, there are parking areas and service areas. So a parking area is just very basic facilities. Just maybe toilets and vending machines. And a service area will have more facilities like restaurants and stores. Maybe a food court. And then even maybe a dog run or even maybe a park or observation deck or something like that. So a service area has more than a parking area. And you can see the service area. I'm sorry, parking area. In 26 kilometers, that would be up near Ibuki, Mount Ibuki, which is one of the tallest mountains in the area. But we're not going that far. actually, yesterday we had a typhoon pass through the area. And it wasn't so bad here in this area, but especially in the western part of Japan, there was a lot of flooding and a lot of damage done. This is Kora Town. But we did have some strong wind and rain and very strong gusts of wind. But today, it's gone. Nice weather, as you can see. But actually, I made a video yesterday as the typhoon was passing through. And so if you want to see what a typhoon looks like, you can check out that video. But yeah, just lots of strong wind and rain. But they come pretty much summer, early autumn. Actually, to the right, there's a sign there for Hikone Castle. And it looks like they're trying to make it become a World Heritage Site. Maybe they're trying to get some support to become a World Heritage Site. As I said, it's a national treasure. Okay, yeah, so this is the Taga Service Area here on the left. So this would be on the Nobori-sen, the northern upside, and then on the right side is where we're going. That's the southbound or the downside. And so as I said, we're going to get off probably at the next exit, I'm guessing, and we'll change directions and come back. But on the other side is supposed to be the really nice service area, and I've seen several rankings of the best service areas in Japan, and this was on almost every ranking, and one ranking even had it in the top 3 in all of Japan. So we're making this video driving there to the service area, and then when we get there we're going to make another video just walking around and checking out the service area. So if you're interested in seeing what it looks like, you can check out that video as well. So we're going to be taking this exit here in 2 kilometers, and it is the exit for Hikone. In fact, we are entering Hikone City right now. So there you go. If you're in this area, then you can check out the castle. And then hopefully it'll become a World Heritage Site, and you can tell everybody you were there before it became a World Heritage Site. And then you can check out the Taga Service Area as well. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take this exit. And actually, if you look just straight ahead, this kind of bridge, I think we're going to pass underneath it. This is the bridge for the bullet train running between Kyoto. Right here, this bridge is for the bullet train running between Kyoto and Tokyo. So if we come up on a red light, I'm going to stop recording. And then, of course, when it turns green, we'll continue recording. We're going to pass through the toll booth here. This is Hikone. And it's a pretty decent sized town. I've actually stayed overnight here in Hikone, and especially in front of the station there's a pretty busy street with a lot of restaurants. So yeah, nice place to stay as well. Okay, so we're at a red light. We'll continue recording when it turns green. Okay, so we just did a kind of a U-turn there, getting back onto the expressway here at Hikone. We should be there in about 5 minutes. So here you can go right toward Kyoto, go left toward Nagoya. We're gonna go toward Kyoto. So this Taga Service Area, as I mentioned, there's one on both sides of the highway. The one we're going to is the nicer of the two, but there is a pedestrian overpass, so you don't have to, I guess if you park at one, you have equal access to both, no matter what side of the highway you're on. So we'll be there in 4 kilometers. and we are entering Taga Town. Okay, and here we are. We are coming into the Taga Service Area on the Kudari side, or the downward side, southbound, maybe westbound. But anyway, directing us to the correct parking section. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video today, this drive to the Taga Service Area. If you liked the video, please click like down below, and please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy these driving videos and service areas, and leave a comment down below if you have any recommendations or any other good places, good drives or service areas that you recommend. Please leave that down below in the comments as well. So there it is. That is the service area we will be visiting here in just a few minutes. So anyway, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.